So guys, today we are going to solve a pattern. So if they give n is equal to 5, we are going to print a pattern like this. If they give n is equal to 6, we are going to print a pattern separately. Okay, here this is the second row, third row, fourth row, fifth row. At the same thing, this is the first column, second column, third column, fourth column, fifth column. So this is a column and this is a row. I'm going to take it as a row divided by column. Okay. So here in your first row, they only print 1. Then if you take second row, 2 and 4. Then if you take third row, 3, 6, 9. Then if you take fourth row, 4, 8, 12 and 16. Then if you take fifth row, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, we are going to print a pattern like this. If you are going to start to print a pattern, 3 things are very important. The first one is starting value. The first one is what? Starting value. Then the next one is ending value. The next one is ending value. Then the final one is traversing value in column. Like here value is 1, the next column no value. So the next row value 2, the next column value 4. Then here 3, 6, 9. Then 4, 8, 12, 16. Then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So the third thing is traversing value in column. So these 3 things are very important if you are going to solve a pattern. Okay, first we are going to start from starting value. So starting value. So in this question here, these are all starting value: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so these are all starting value: 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. So guys, can you hear me? One thing, can you see one thing? If your row is equal to 1, your starting value also 1. Yeah, if your row is equal to 1, your starting value also 1. If your row is equal to 2, your starting value also 2. If your row is equal to 3, your starting value also 3. Then your row is equal to 4, your starting value is 4. Then if your row is equal to 5, your starting value is 5. So your row value and starting value is same. So we find one logic for starting value. So you can take your row value for a starting value. So your row value and starting value is same. Here these are all starting values. Then we move to the next value called ending value. So next thing is called what? Ending value. Okay, here in the first row 1 is ending value. The next row value 4 is the ending value. The next row value 9, then 16, then 25. These are all ending value of the given pattern. Guys, do you find any logic in this ending value? Yeah. If your row is equal to value 1 or your starting value is equal to value 1, or ending value in the form of row squared. Row squared means row multiplied with row. So your ending value is form of row square. So 1 multiplied with 1, we get what? 1 multiplied with 1, we get 1. So here 1 multiplied with 1, we get 1. The next row here, row multiplied with row. Here the row value is what? 2. Then 2 multiplied with 2, we get 4. The next row starting value is 3. So 3 multiplied with 3, we get 9. The next row starting value is 4. 4 multiplied with 4 is 16. The next row starting value is 5. 5 multiplied with 5 is 25. So we found the ending value also. We found the ending value. Yeah. So we found starting value as well as ending value. Then we move to the next third point called traversing value in column. So how we are going to traverse the value in column? Simple. If you are going to traverse the value in column, the third point is what? Traversing. I'm going to just take traversing. So if you are going to traversing a value, here your first row have only value 1. Okay. So we already know the ending value of first row. So we can just provide less than or equal to ending value. So this is a condition in your column. So 1 is less than ending. So number 1 is printing in the first row. Then it moving to the next row. The next row is starting from 2. here first, this is we are going to take, just delete this one. We are going to starting from there. First, I'm going to take, this is a row starting value, and this is a column, and this is a printf statement. We can divide these into 3 types. So here I'm going to start my row value 1, and my column also I'm going to starting value 1. Here I'm going to provide the column condition. So here column condition is 1 is less than or equal to ending value. So we already know what is the ending value, row multiplied with row. So initially what is the row value? 1. So 1 multiplied with 1, what is the ending value? So here ending value also 1. So 1 is less than or 1, condition satisfied. So we just print the current column value. We are just print the current column value. So what is the current column value? Your current column value is 1. Yeah, we completed these 2 steps, and here I'm going to provide the updation part. Yeah, if you take any for loop, 3 parts are available. So here condition checking part, initialization part, condition checking part, and updation part. Okay, so here I'm going to initialize my row is equal to 1 and column is also equal to 1. Then I'm going to increment my column once, again I'm going to increment my row also. So this updation for column, this updation for column, again I'm going to do another updation for row. So this updation for row. Yeah, I'm going to update the column is column equal to column plus row, because in here 1, then here 2 plus 2, you get the 4. Here can you see it? Your column value is 2, then 2 plus 2 we get 4. So your column value plus your row value, you get the next value 4. Here also 3. So 3 plus 3 we get 6. Then 6 plus 3 we get 9. So here the updation part is column is equal to column plus row. In your row updation part is you can just increment the row plus plus. The only change is column updation part. Okay. The next thing, your row will be starting from 2, then column is again starting from 1. It checking 1 is less than or equal to 1. Yeah, it's true. Then again what happened? Sorry. Now here main thing is we are going to assign the row value into column. So we are going to take column is equal to row. Yeah. First time your row value is equal to 1, so 1 will be assigning to your column. But next time your row value is equal to 2, now your column have a value called 2. It checking the condition is 2 is less than or equal to row multiplied with row. Condition is what? Condition is what? Your column is less than or equal to row multiplied row. So this is a condition. This is the initialization part. This is the initialization part. This is a condition checking part. So here column value is now initially 2, then row multiplied with row. Row value is what? Row value also 2. So 2 multiplied with 2, 4. 2 is less than or 4? Yeah, it's 4. Now the current column values we are going to print. Current column value is 2. Then now here column is updated as 4, because 2 plus 2, 4. Then again coming to here, it checking the condition 4 is less than or equal to 4 or not. Yeah, it's 4. Again the value 4 is printing here. Yeah, 1, 2, 4 printed. Again going to here this is P, increment by 6. Then here it check the condition 6 is less than or equal to 4 or not. Here condition is failed. If the condition is failed, it directly go to the updation part of row. Now the row is increment as 3. Again coming here, now the current row value is what? 3. If the current row value is also 3, your column value also 3. So your column also become 3. Because what we are going to do, we are going to just assign the row value into column. Then again it's checking the condition, column value 3 is less than or equal to row multiplied with row. So row value also 3. 3 multiplied with 3, 9. So it's checking the condition is true, it printing the current column value. So current column value also 3, it printing the 3. Again go to the updation part. Updation part, 3 plus row. So row is also 3. 3 plus 3, we get the value called what? 6. Here it is 6. Then again going to here, it checking the value 6 is less than or equal to 9 or not. It's true. Then now the value 6 is printing here. I'm just using the printf here. Then again going to here, it is increment. The 6 plus 3, we get 9. It is increment by the 9. Again it's checking the condition 9 is less than or equal to 9. Yeah, true. Then here 9 will be printing. So it's go on based upon the input. So here 1, the next row 2, 4, 6, sorry, only 2, 4. Because if increment by 2, here the condition 5. So only 2, 4, 5. The next row 3, 6, 9 printing. It's based on input, it will be going on. So this is a process to print the particular pattern. This is the process to print the particular pattern. So now we are go with the implementation part. Now I'm going with the implementation part. Yeah, I'm just open my code block. So always you're starting with hash include stdio dot h followed by your int main, your main function. Then here I'm going to declare, no need this one. So I'm going to declare one variable is num. So initially I'm going to take my num is equal to 5. Based on the num only you are going to traverse it. So I'm going to provide int num. So respective data type of num is int. So I'm going to provide num is equal to 5. Then I'm going to take two variables. One is row, another one is column. Then the next step I'm going to take a for loop for iterating a row value. Initially we are going to take row is equal to 1. Then we are going to iterate your row until your given number. Then each time you are going to increment your row. Then provide next loop for column. So take a for. Here your column is equal to row. We are going to just assign the row value into column. Then your condition is your column less than or equal to row multiplied with row. Yeah, is it correct? Row multiplied with row, because we already know the ending condition. Here your ending condition is what? Row multiplied with row by each time. Yeah, so that's when I'm going to provide row multiplied with row. Then the updation part is what? Column is equal to column plus row. This is your updation part. Enter into this, you just print your column value. So take a printer, provide %d, then space, comma, the column value. Then each row you are going to print a new line. So after the column for loop, here I'm going to put a new line for printing the new line for each row. So here you can provide /n. Yeah, so we completed the entire question. Now we just run the code. Okay, we just provide run. So I'm just provide the run here. Yeah, it will shown black color screen. So now the output will generate it. We will wait for 1 minute. It will take 1 minute to generate the output. Yeah, guys, now output will generate perfectly. Can you see? 1, then 2, 4, 3, 6, 9, 4, 8, 12, 16, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So we completed this problem. Yeah, output will generate perfectly.